Can guys be friends with girls? This is the age-old question. Can I be friends with her? Do I love her? Do I feel her? Guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. Me personally, I have figured out the cheat code that works for me. If you guys want to know my answer to this question, I think we're just gonna have to wait. Nah, I'm gonna be honest with you. I really believe that. I think guys can be friends with girls, but there is a big but, and I cannot lie. And I can't lie. There is a big but, and I cannot lie. There only comes the rule when I start talking and seeing the girl, and your friend is a guy. We got to know. You feel me? I'm not going to pursue you. I'm not going to be in a relationship. If your best friend is a guy, and we gotta sit here and think. And this is something that I want you guys to have this exercise. And you guys can let me know. Tell me, can guys or girls be friends? Can that coexist? Me personally, I think yes. But there is big buts, and I can't not lie. Okay? And I'm gonna go over a couple things that I feel like if I was in y'all situation, what I think. Why a lot of people say no. The reason why a lot of people say no is because the feeling barrier. I don't care. It is in our nature as guys to, you feel me? It's in our nature. And this is why I understand the concept of why guys can't be friends with girls. Because truthfully, if I'm not going to be your, I don't want to answer that, but I'm not going to be your friend if I don't find you attractive. Most of us think like this. I understand, and y'all can tell me if I'm wrong. But to be honest, bro, I'm not going to overly hang out with you if I don't find you attractive. And that's just what it is. Naturally, I'm going to find you or think that you're somebody that I can eventually end up with. Now, I understand that because the thought process is feelings, is the chemistry between me and you. If you can get along with a girl on a friend level, you can take my girl, bro. You're not gonna take my girl, but that's the thought that every guy thinks. If I'm your friend and you think I can't, you feel what I'm trying to say? Do you hear what? That's what I'm saying. That's the mentality. That's why guys say guys can't be friends with girls. Because if I'm talking to a girl and your best friend is a guy, and I'm thinking the way I'm thinking as if we were friends, and you think the opportunity won't come up, I'm taking the opportunity every single time because you find shit and you think I'm not. That's what I'm saying, bro. And I feel like from a guy perspective, bro, you have to literally allow yourself to look at this and be like, yo, I'm not about to sit here and just have the other guy, this ain't about to happen, bro. I know that this is happening, bro. I know that there's a feeling, there's something that the guy understands. We all know this, bro. This is why a lot of people say no. Now, why I say yes. I say yes if you remove one thing from it. Lust. If you can remove it from the relationship, 100% you can be friends with a girl. And I'm trying to tell you guys this. Now, I have my own playbook of how I go about friendships. When I find an attractive girl, I keep it a buck. I'm friends on her. I don't care because you know why? If she think one, she got thing two, she got thing three, she got thing four. I just believe that there's other fine shit that she's friends with. That's just the truth. If she has a problem with me talking to her friends, then she just likes me. That's just the truth. And that's why I can see why sometimes you can't be friends with girls. I can understand that. But in my book, when you take lust out of talking to that baddie, 10 out of 10, I promise you. I understand a lot of people don't want to do that because it's you just being a placeholder. You just seeing her how she... Actually, you learn a lot of things. And I feel like this is the common debate. Is there's so much fruit. There's so much that comes from understanding that relationship where I guarantee you learn so much more from that friendship than actually being in a relationship with her. And I'm speaking on literally my experience. So when I tell you guys yes, it's because I've taken out lust from the equation. I removed my identity of saying I want to have this girl be my girl. I removed it. So you no longer. And this is why I say, yes, that is it's such a weird thing because when girls that are attractive and you become friends with them and you don't like them and you don't pursue them, they become more attracted to you because they're asking the question, why aren't you attracted to me? And that is the main problem, bro. And I think people always miss, and I can understand why that's such a, because it happens a lot. If you're a good-looking guy and she's a good-looking girl, I promise you where that feeling portion comes into play. That's why it don't happen. But if you sit here and stiff on her, she's not going to have none of that. That's to each his own. And the reason why I say maybe is because at the end of the day, there got to be boundaries, gang. If I'm in a relationship with you, you gotta set that. You gotta understand that. Like, some people be like, well, I grew up with him, like, this, that, and the third. I don't know your chemistry with that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm really starting. I actually want to change my answers. I think you can't, in a general sense of things, because I'm sitting here thinking, I don't know this relationship that you have with this person. I can guarantee you right now, I'm outing myself. I knew a girl from when we was kids. I kissed her. Not going to lie. But am I friends with her all the time? Am I with her all the time? No. But there is some relationships that are like that, and that's the problem. You feel me? Why would I want to do that to me if I know that's potentially what happened? You feel me? So that's why at the end of the day, y'all let me know. Can guys and girls be friends? Because I know how to control my lust, so I believe yes, you can, if you know how to play the long game. Some people may disagree. Some people may feel like what I said earlier is too many emotions, too many feelings. That's always going to be a twist and turn. Now let me know. But believe it or not, class is closed.